Hey YouTube, Sack Guy here. Today I want to talk to you about a knife I just picked up here recently, about a week or two ago. And it's the Recruit. This is a 2-layer knife, and it's an 84mm model. And it is a little bit different in that it is, like I said, 2 layers, but nothing on the back. It's your very basic, as they would call, scout knife. And because there are no tools on the back, this is a 3-rivet knife. Normally they're made with 4 rivets, but since there's nothing on the back spring, you don't need that 4th rivet for that pressure. Now it's a red celluloid handle, has the key ring, tweezers, and then on the back side, toothpick. And then it's got your opening layer, which is the bottle opener and can opener. Standard there. And then it has the master blade. And see if we can get it to focus on the tag stamp there, and then on the back you see it says Officer Swiss, I believe. Yes. And then you have your small blade. Now on this one you'll notice the blade configuration is a little bit different. I had it modified to almost a Warcliffe blade. One, I like the Warcliffe blade, but the other thing is, and one of the main reasons is I have this book, Whittling with a Swiss Army Knife, or Swiss Army Knife Whittling book, and on page 13, it shows that he modified the knife blade. Now, where I bought the knife at, I was visiting my family again this past month in Delaware, and I went to the knife shop I've talked about previously, and the gentleman there modified the blade. Mine is a little bit more straight edge than what is shown in the book, mainly because that's the profile blade I like whittling with. Now, the advantages of, the small blade, it still will function just like the regular small blade. It just doesn't have that drop point profile like the master blade does. But I can still use it for the same things that I was using the small blade for. And again, with the Swiss Army knife, you have the opening layers, which makes the knife just that much more functional. Now, in that book, he also talks about the knife he's using is a tinkerer, and he takes this part off right here, the key ring and the little eyelet for the key ring. He grinds off. I kept that there because when I'm out in the yard, woods, whatever, I like to have, I have a lanyard that I attach to my belt that clips to this. That way I don't have to worry about losing my knife, falling out of my pocket and so on. I prefer to have that option on most of my Swiss Army knives. I've been carrying this knife around. It's worked great. Hey, it's Victorinox. What can I say? Now, get some of the specs. It's, like I said, it's an 84mm knife. It's 3 1/4 inches closed. The width is 13.9 millimeters. Comes out to just over 1/2 inch. The weight is 48.4 grams, which is approximately 1 3/4 ounce. Opened It is 146 millimeters, comes out to about 5 3/4 inches. The blade is 63 millimeters. The main blade is 63 millimeters, which comes out to about 2.5 inches. Very legal in most places. For just your basic pocket knife, scout type knife, this is very handy. For the whittling, I will find out as I play around with it. I have messed around with it, just doing a little bit of carving here and there. You know, trimming sticks, prepping sticks for making a fire and so on. It's worked very well, you know, making kindling and tinder. And that's about does it for this quick review of the Recruit. Like I said, for just a handy little knife, and I do like the 84 millimeter platform. One of my favorite knives is the 84 millimeter. It's a 3-layer knife. But hope you enjoyed this quick review, and remember, always be prepared.